we go. Hey, what's up?
What's up? Here we are, the last day of ETHDenver. People are packing up, wrapping up the event, but there is still some energy left, and here we are.
Here we are. What brought you here?
Well, I am working on a couple of projects with the overarching goal to change the world, because the world is so ready for revolution, but we do not know what's coming next. So project number one is planetarycouncil.org. United Nations, created in 1945 after World War II. Completely different set of challenges, different technology. So Planetary Council is superseding the United Nations. Second project is called basex.com. There is a SpaceX making life multiplanetary. BaseX is also making life multiplanetary, starting from the Earth, by working on accounting for full cost of the product. Current system is toxic, there are loads of externalities, polluters do not pay for contaminated air or polluted water. So it's about accounting for the full cost of the product. And the third project, which is related, is about network state Genesis. Balaji, network states. I have my own passports, my own money, and this is actually a gift for you.
Oh man, thank you.
Give a gift. This is a region money from the future.
Oh wow, thank you so much.
This is the, new Earth order, the new money, new system, new beginning.
Man, I can't thank you enough. So, if you don't mind me asking, why do you think it's important, these projects that you're working on, moving forward with humanity?
First of all, it's always important to find your purpose, flow, and passion. Everyone has a different abilities and different skills. And I thought that because I'm a bit of like a philosopher, thinker, visionary, a guy who is able to connect multiple ideas, I just saw a market gap. I've also seen there is a crisis of leadership and role models. For example, in the US politics, there are three presidential candidates. All of them are in the 70s. And when I say three, I mean also RFK Jr., he was here at ETHDenver presenting on stage. And I wish he received more mainstream media attention, because it's one of the best chances to turn things around.
Were you at his speech last night, if you don't mind me asking?
Yeah, I was in the room. It was packed. It was hot.
It was hot, yeah, it was packed. There was a lot of chaos going on, too, in the audience, wouldn't you say?
Actually, I do not know all the details because I was in another part of the room and I didn't see what's going on, but some guys were just shouting and
speaking their voice, right? Yep. With that said, where are you from, if you don't mind me asking?
I am originally Krakow, Poland, 13 years in London, UK. So what is very funny about me is I have two passports, Polish, British. I have two names because I've changed my name in Poland, and so far there's no law obligating me to change law in all the jurisdictions. And then on top of that, I have another little thingy, not many people have seen it. I've changed my name, changed my gender to female, and I'm literally both male and female at the same time.
Wow.
And why would you do this? Why this guy would do that? And I will tell you why. In my line of business, I sometimes break rules for fun and profit. Cyber police, hacker hacking the hackers, spy spying on spies. So if I go to jail, I want to go to a female jail for my own security.
Man, okay. And just for your own security, why do you think that's important?
Because I am prepared to go all the way. When I say about the revolution, there is clearly some laws against it. I am based in the UK, and the UK government is criminal. And when the government is criminal, those who break the law are heroes. Right now, simultaneously, just by sitting here in Denver, they introduced a new law where intention of protesting is illegal. It is literally a thought crime, Orwell, 1984, totalitarian regime. If you ever wonder how Hitler raised to power, it was a gradual process. The same timeline is happening right now in the UK. So I decided to be strategic with my jurisdiction, but I am prepared to go all the way. And even if I go to jail, I have a policy. It was worth it. I also have a policy on dying. It was worth it. I know I will accomplish more by staying alive. I know I will accomplish more by keeping myself out of jail. It's not fun, but I'm keeping this. Okay, if it happens, so be it.
Yeah. Well, with that said, what are you looking forward for humanity moving forward from 2024 and this event, speaking with all these colleagues amongst us?
Okay, so it all starts from the belief radical change is possible. And I gave this example of this German guy with a funny mustache. There was World War II, and in the US, all steel, aluminum, oil, rubber for tires, entire industry was rescheduled towards military warfare. And now when you think about the climate change, and you think about the artificial intelligence and the displacement of intellectual workers, where any job, lawyer, accountant, that requires you to think right now can be replaced by the AI. But good news, climate change doesn't care about the AI, and we can literally build an entire industry for energy efficiency, for insulation, for better packaging, ending with single throwaway fashion. We can completely change the system. And yeah, humanity is ready for change. Like right now, we have a revolutionary conditions with the COVID, lockdowns, unemployment, inflation, cost of living. People are frustrated, and I'm trying to channel this energy of anger and frustration into building a new, better system.
Yeah, this new, better system. What are 3 things that you want to see in the new?
Okay, first of all, abundant food, water, energy, housing, education. Currently, again, toxic system. Look at how much % of the economy goes towards healthcare. And we are young and healthy, we are worthless. But if you are dying on a hospital bed, you can ruin your family financially before you die. How cool is that? Someone makes money. And also how much does it cost to manufacture at scale a medicine? Okay, the research is done, patents has done, it costs like 5 cents, whatever, negligible amount. Well, you can sell it for $1,000 to someone who needs it. So this is such a awful, terrifying, horrifying. So I see the future where people have abundant food, water, energy, housing, healthcare, education, when this is our fundamental human right to live life in abundance. And actually, it is so good for the economy. Current economic system relies on scarcity. Oh, I have it, so you cannot have it. But we can have abundance at scale, and it is not hippy-dippy, it is not communist, socialist, Marxism. It is like a third way where there can be a free market, entrepreneurship, incentives, but at the same time, the basic goods, fresh food, fresh water, is just freely available to everyone.
Yeah, and that's humanity, right? It amazes you to think that people are hungry in our world with how much food that we're throwing away, right?
It's just insane, and we are shipping stuff from all over the world. But just imagine, rather than having a factory that produces widgets, we have a factory that produces food, like a geodesic dome, there's so much noise in the background. Cool.
Yeah, they're getting out there.
Producing local, fresh food without much input into fertilizers, pesticides, reducing air miles. I think that even this building, we are at the Sport Castle in Denver, I can totally imagine repurposing obsolete industrial buildings into vertical farm so that these city centers have access to fresh food that make them more resilient to supply chain disruptions. The Panama Canal, there is not enough water, so they are reducing the ability to ship goods. The Suez Canal is affected by the pirates in that region, so the ships take a longer route around the Africa. We live in the interconnected world, and yeah, local resilience is part of this new Earth transition.
And so, if anybody wanted to look you up, how might they find you? Do you have any websites or anything?
Yes, Mars.
Okay.
Mars Robertson and Marsita, obviously. I am easy to find in Google. There are not many guys or ladies like me. And some people ask me if Mars is your legal name. Yes, I did change my name to Mars, just like I've changed my gender. And on top of that, this is a nice little trick. I've changed my date of birth. But how do you change date of birth? Come on, who is this guy? Is this for real? Maybe. I operate in the maybe category. So first of all, municipal archives, there could be a flooding or a fire, they don't have birth certificates anymore, okay? Second one is as an immigrant. Loads of immigrants, they don't have official paperwork. Option number 3 is you go to a doctor, you go to a library, you go to Costco, you get your loyalty cards, and at some point you have a cell phone bill, a pile of papers with your date of birth, which is borderline believable. And the option number 4, you just have a machine that prints the ID. And look, we have a good banter here, and I understand who is this guy here. My other name is Astral Pirate Hacker Ninja, Shapeshifter Transgressing Hyperdimensional Multiverse, Supreme Chief Lord Commander of the Astral Fleet, from the 21st dimension. And for every word in my name, 21 words, 21 dimensions, it's just like, okay, yeah, that adds up.
And what dimension are you living in with the cryptocurrency in the future moving forward?
Okay, I was around a few bull bear market cycles. I made every single mistake, not once, but twice. I am a terrible when it comes to investing because all these emotions, euphoria, greed, despair. I promise you, I literally sold at the panic bottom capitulation. So I am a human, and actually, in terms of cryptos, I decided to live life on my own terms, printing my own money, rather than chasing someone else's project. Here's the QR code. It goes to Genesis.RE. You can get your passports, become part of this multi-planetary movement, because there's another little gimmick about me. Have you seen the movie Men in Black? There was a Will Smith, Tommy Lee Jones, there was all these extraterrestrials. So
love the movie.
Aliens, they would not send ships, that would cause panic. So they send the guys like me, ambassador of peace, very responsible job. Someone has to shake this entrenched toxic system with no incentives to change. And now out of a sudden it's not us versus them, it's me showing a new option. I just expand the universe of possibilities, because when we dream, when we believe, when we use our imagination, then we are off to the races. Entire new world is possible.
New world, how do you see that personally? What is a new world to you?
First of all, it's trust, where I can leave my bike for 5 minutes outside of a grocery store without worrying, because everyone has abundance, everyone has prosperity. Why would anyone steal a bike? This is just doesn't add up. This generates negative value, frustration. It is just bad karma. And just imagine where we just assume that the law of karma, action and reaction, this is immutable laws in the universe. If everyone just lives according to these principles, where we treat each other with trust and respect, and this is possible. This is absolutely 100% possible. Current economic conditions are not favorable towards this goal, because people live in poverty, and when someone is really in need of resources, I don't blame them, I blame the circumstances. So I think we need to change the circumstances And I think that the healthcare in the US is a fraud. The drug selling companies, they are causing harm. There is opioid epidemics. You can Google opioid epidemics, deaths in the US, 500,000 people dead, not to mention all the drama happening in the communities and families. So changing the business model of pharmaceutical drugs that have no incentives to heal the disease, they have incentives to keep you hooked. So that, I think that is a big non-negotiable change. Another big non-negotiable change is the full cost of the product. I mentioned basex.com, accounting for the full cost and externalities. And because I'm acting with alignment with my flow, purpose, and passion, I decided to go all the way. I just thought, okay, entrepreneurship is hard, there are moments of doubts, imposter syndrome, am I good enough? And time after time, moments of crisis, let's go for it. Let's go all the way.
Yeah, man, all the way. And going all the way, where do you see that bringing us together as humanity?
Oh, some background noise, but I have one beautiful vision how to unify the humanity. There is a Paris Olympics 2024, and traditionally during Olympics there was no war. So we can make a massive newsworthy media event with the Paris Olympics, with the opening of the Olympics where there's no war. That would be so amazing. There's also the Earth Day, the Peace Day, and I was thinking massive global decentralized dance party. There was the Occupy Wall Street. It happened soon after the financial crisis in 2009. The Occupy Wall Street was a powerful movement, and I can imagine something similar. Occupy combined with a rave, combined with the like a synchronized dance party around the world, and I think that this can work. This can genuinely happen. This is within not just imagination, but this is actually cool. And just imagine the party, like the party at the end of the world when we finish old toxic exploitative system and we transition to this new world with trust, with transparency, with empathy, where we just eradicate toxic business models. I can see it coming. It is possible.
It's a rainbow through a prism almost, right? Nothing but color. Hey man, I can't appreciate your time, and you know, you're here now. You're in at ETHDenver 2024. Where might someone find you in another realm or you know, somewhere else?
Yes, my name is easy to find in Google, Mars Robertson, or marsrobertson.com, planetarycouncil.org, basex.com, and Network State Genesis. I know. Yes,
Okay.
1 minute. We are finishing,
Okay.
wrapping up.
No
Right,
worries.
we are wrapping up. So that was a very high energy interview. I dropped so many little related, connected, or maybe unrelated. If this resonates with you, please be in touch. And if you have like, what's the heck going on? If you're listening to the end of the video, let's watch it once again, click some links, and everything will unfold in the most beautiful and natural way.
Here's to the future.
Peace.